Still talking about breakage. Number 3. Hey, it's your girl Genuine Nard with another video on the 6 most common causes for hair breakage. This is probably the most important series I have done since I've been doing these videos, because we all know that once you stop the breakage, you're going to see your hair growth gains. But most of us, including myself, before I started researching this, don't really understand why our hair is breaking. So how can we stop it? This series is going to give you the information you need to know exactly why your hair is breaking. Most times it's one of these 6 causes. And once you understand why it's breaking, it's really simple little tweaks that you can do to stop the breakage forever. And then you'll see your hair growth. Let's watch this footage on cause number 3, friction.
What do I mean when I talk about friction? It's the resistance that one surface or object encounters when moving across another. It's not the same as pulling or tension breakage. Think static or rubbing sandpaper. Now, friction is great if you're building a fire. But if you're growing your hair, friction will cause breakage and undermine your efforts. And the more texture and pattern you have to your hair, the more friction it can encounter. Roughly rubbing cuticles together will gradually wear away at the hair until it's too weak to resist, so it breaks. First, let's talk about texture. This is not human hair. It is sheep hair or wool. It's so much like human hair that it was used to describe God's hair in the Bible at Daniel 7:9. Now, Daniel doesn't explain if the comparison was because of the texture of the wool or the same gray color. But under a microscope, wool looks exactly like 4C high porosity hair. Now, because of this, wool on 4 textured hair can cause a lot of friction. And that's not all. Wool and cotton fibers are desiccants. Think of the opposite of a humectant. They will dehydrate your hair if you have prolonged contact. This is not a problem if your hair is strong and well sealed or low porosity. But for everyone else on the planet, including me, the texture of your fabric really does matter. I'd say fabric is a big cause of friction breakage. We can easily spot friction breakage because it's often concentrated in areas like patches of broken hairs. Remember this? It's friction. Baby sleeps on his back, and as the spot moves against the sheet, friction rubs off the delicate hairs. Now, it's cute on babies, but on adults, not as much. To be fair, this is a lot more complicated, but friction is a factor here. And the breaking news about friction damage is that it's almost always caused by the way we're treating our hair. So before we talk about the behavioral changes that can stop friction, let's talk about the 3 main types of friction breakage: crown breaks, shoulder breaks, and washing breaks. Does your hair break at the crown of your head? The crown is the most exposed to the elements, and that could be detrimental to your healthy hair growth. Now, the biggest elemental culprit is heat. Think sun exposure or blow drying. Now, if you're not applying heat to your hair, and you've watched my video, so you're using a sunscreen oil, and you still have crown breakage, it might be friction. Do you wear a wig without a satin hair cover? Wigs are protective, but they have a rough texture inside. Same with some hats and even head wraps. The secret to wearing these without causing breakage is to protect your strands. Now, I love my Wentas. It works under hats and caps and is machine washable. You can also use a silk stocking cap under your wig. Hairpins loosely applied will hold your wig on. And please do not use any kind of glue in your hair. I have never used a bonding glue and it not have a ton of friction damage when I'm trying to wash it out. Ever see broken hairs on the back of a shirt? One culprit is friction. Now, it's not the only reason for this, and we're going to talk about other reasons in this series. But when your hair is in a weakened state and it has too much rubbing against coarse fabrics, the friction can cause breakage. And remember, wool, whether it's coarse or fine, alpaca or cashmere, and cotton are desiccants. They wick water away from your hair over time. So when you're picking your clothing, check the label and look for fabric texture. Cotton and wool blends are easier on your hair than 100%. And if you plan to wear your hair down for a prolonged period of time, opt for silk, satin, linen, or polyester. If you're bold, go backless. The point is to limit your hair's contact with rough fabrics. This also goes for bedhead. If you're seeing broken hairs on your pillowcase, this is most likely friction breakage. Do not ever go to bed without either protecting your hair under a silk or satin bonnet or sleep on a satin pillowcase. You should have a nighttime routine that includes protecting your hair from the tosses and turns against a pillow that can leave it broken. If you're serious, you will greenhouse your hair about 3 times a week. This will strengthen your hair while you sleep, and stronger hair equals longer hair. Is your hair prone to breakage on one side more than the other? I bet you sleep on that side. The combination of friction and suppressing your circulation can cause breakage and slower growth. One of the things I tried was changing my comfort position, and then I add some inversion and massage to my daily routine. But for me, the biggest cause of friction was the way I was washing my hair. I would use harsh chemicals that removed all the oil from my hair and scalp, and that was bad. But then I would rub my hair together in a pile really roughly in this state, and it was snap, snap, snap. Now, once I changed how I washed my hair, this stopped. Use a wringing out motion more than a rubbing motion, and let your hair fall in its natural direction. Be super gentle with your hair. And once you've strengthened your hair and made a few corrections, you should see no more broken hairs on the shower floor. So be gentle with your hair and be gentle with yourself. When you journal, pay attention to how your hair breaks. Breakage patterns are usually not random. And if you have sudden breakage or bald patches, see a doctor. This could be a symptom of a health issue. Sometimes a prescription of minoxidil or finasteride will fix this in no time. Friction breakage is easy to fix, and with a few changes, soon the only breaks you'll have are from your candy bar.
So I wore my hair in this shoulder length twist just to illustrate how friction can get you, right? So my hair is not cut, but I use a gel, flaxseed gel, so that it will shrink right at my shoulders, right at the contact point. And that really keeps my hair safe until I wash it again, reducing the friction. Really, cotton shirts like this one, they are so comfortable and so hard on your hair. So when you wear a cotton shirt, just make sure you limit the amount of contact your hair has with it. And this is a really simple tweak. Also, I'm not against braids. I'm not against wearing your hair in protective styles. As a matter of fact, I live in protective styles. So I'm going to do a bonus video just this week, trying it for my subscribers only. So you'll be able to go to my YouTube channel and click it. It'll be for subscribers only, and it'll show you some simple protective styles that are super easy to do. And if you want to see it, go on and subscribe, and then you'll be able to get access to that too. It's just a way of saying thank you to my subscribers. And I've done other videos on protective styles and how they work and why they are so beneficial if you are in the process of growing out your natural hair. All right, so that's about it for this one. If you like this kind of content, let me know. Click like, or let me know who you are in the comments. I am letting you know who I am in these videos. I hope that you can see that I'm sincere and that I really do wish you success in all the things that you are endeavoring to do. And as I know better, I am going to present to you with the new stuff I learned too. And that's about it, right? So I'm a part of your support system. You're a part of mine. And I thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already done it, click the subscribe button that's rolling by. You'll be able to get that bonus video on protective styles that are super easy, how you can use them to really grow your hair out. And then if you've already subscribed to the tribe, thank you very much. I really appreciate you. And I really know that you guys are busy out there, making your worlds better. And I appreciate you spending a little of your time with me today. So thank you for your time. Bye now.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed this one. Tell me how it turned out for you in the comments. Click like, subscribe and ring that bell for all the videos in this playlist, or just view these next two. And thank you again for watching. Alright, that's it.